Congratulations to all of our graduates for 2016. Atlanta Public Schools is so proud of our students, the staff, and our families that have come together to support this incredible group of students. I'm very proud of all of our high schools that have worked so hard to ensure that 2,300 students were able to cross the stage and graduate on time this year. I've also seen our seniors do something quite miraculous. We have $118 million in scholarships to colleges and universities, and that's up $7 million from last year. They are going places, they are doing great things. I couldn't be more proud to be your superintendent. Congratulations and good luck.
I want to wish the class of 2016 of North Atlanta High School congratulations and get ready for a great career, and we know you're on track to do great things. Once again, congratulations, class of 2016. Go Warriors!
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Superintendent Dr. Maria Karstarfin, at large, Seat 7 and Board Chair, Mr. Courtney English, Educational District 4 and Board Vice Chair, Ms. Nancy Meister, Educational District 1 Board Member, Ms. Leslie Grant, Educational District 2 Board Member, Mr. Byron Amos, Educational District 3 Board Member, Mr. Matt Westmoreland, Educational District 5 Board Member, Mr. Stephen Lee, Educational District 6 Board Member, Ms. Ishay Collins, At-Large Seat 8 Board Member, Ms. Cynthia Briscoe Brown, At-Large Seat 9 Board Member, Mr. Jason Estevez, Deputy Superintendent, Mr. David Jernigan, Chief of Schools, Dr. Danielle Dickey, Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Olivine Roberts, Chief Accountability and Information Officer, Mr. Bill Karich, Chief Human Resources Officer, Ms. Pamela Hall, Chief Operations Officer, Mr. Larry Hoskins, Associate Superintendent of High Schools, Dr. Timothy Gatson III, Associate Superintendent K-8 Schools, Dr. Danielle Battle, Associate Superintendent K-8 Schools, Dr. Emily Massey, Associate Superintendent of K-8 Schools, Dr. Gregory Middleton, Assistant Superintendent of Teaching and Learning, Dr. Jima Whitaker, Assistant Superintendent of Student Services, Ms. Tammy Workman, and Office of Innovation Executive Director, Ms. Gail Burnett.
pages. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks. My name is Nicholas Durham, and I'm a proud member of North Atlanta High School's class of 2016. And welcome to the commencement ceremony for the 25th graduating class of North Atlanta High School. At this time, please silence all electronic devices to ensure that there are no distracting noises or interruptions that will take away from fully honoring our class. Now please stand for the presentation of colors, the Pledge of Allegiance led by Anna Garcia, and remain standing for the singing of the national anthem by Bethany Bell, Ziamara Jennings, and Arabia Quigley.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming,
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight
o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming,
and the rockets ring clear, the bombs bursting in air,
gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free
and the home
of the brave?
You may now be seated. Good morning, parents, distinguished guests, families, friends, and North Atlanta faculty and staff. Today, we will acknowledge our graduating seniors in a way that all can see and hear. To that end, I have asked members of the North Atlanta High School staff and the Georgia World Congress Center security team to help me ensure that the seniors fully experience the ritual known as commencement. The audience is respectfully asked to refrain from catcalls, loud noises, inappropriate standing, and taking pictures and other behaviors that will distract us from fully recognizing and honoring our special guests, the graduating seniors of North Atlanta High School. Now, I would like to introduce our distinguished platform guests. Please stand when I call your name. Members of North Atlanta High School's administrative team, North Atlanta's assistant principals, Ms. Meredith Kaltman, Dr. Angela Mitchell, Ms. Jill Stewart, Mr. Robert Whitman, and Ms. Yvette Williams. Our counselors, Ms. Kay Boykin, Mr. Mark Jenwright, Mrs. Dionne Williams, and Mr. Dal Robinson. Our graduation coach, Ms. Cassandra Jones, and our graduation coordinators, Dr. Dewan Freeman and Ms. Nan Hunter. In addition, I would also like to recognize our North Atlanta High feeder school principals. Would you please stand to be recognized? Thank you. And now I would like to introduce our superintendent. Dr. Maria Kostarfin came to Atlanta in 2014 with nearly 20 years of education and experience in diverse major metropolitan public school districts, including Austin, Texas, St. Paul, Minnesota, and the District of Columbia. She brought with her a focus on an educational culture with great principals and teachers who emphasize the whole child in every child. Since becoming our superintendent, Dr. Kostarfin has been passionate about leading Atlanta Public Schools and living its mission every day. With a caring culture of trust and collaboration, every student will graduate ready for college and career. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Kostarfin.
Good morning, family, friends, APS school community. Remember, yes, indeed. This is the North Atlanta graduating class of 2016. If you are a parent, a caregiver, a foster parent, a grandparent, even if you're a neighbor who feels like you raised one of these children, please stand up and be recognized by our warriors. Our North Atlanta Warriors are indeed graduating with flying silver and black colors. They are not only wonderful students that I've been able to get to know over this past school year and last school year, but I also know that you've known them from birth and that you know better than me how extraordinary they are. I'm going to spend a little time today telling you about them individually and collectively as students, but this is indeed one of the best classes in North Atlanta's history and certainly Atlanta Public Schools. I know before you leave today, you'll want to say one last goodbye to your beloved principal. Would you please stand, Principal Douglas? And would you, students, please blow kisses of appreciation in his direction, showing him how much you love and appreciate him. So Principal Douglas is the face of the school, working very hard for you all the time, but you also have a lot of people behind the scenes who love you and support you, and some of them you may not even know. I want you to be sure that family and guests know who are the people making the big decisions about what happens in North Atlanta and Atlanta Public Schools. They are elected by the public. They are the school board. Please stand and recognize Board Chair Courtney English, Vice Chair and the representative for North Atlanta, Nancy Meister, and our at-large member, Cynthia Briscoe Brown. All of them working relentlessly to support children all across Atlanta Public Schools, but especially the seniors on the stage this morning. Thank you so much for being here. And these seniors are so gorgeous. I know it's first thing in the morning, but they're so fresh-faced and pretty. They also have smashing personalities and a ton of talent. I've been able to play with the orchestra. If you are a senior who was in the orchestra where I got to play the violin, please stand and be recognized. They are amazing. I also wanted to ask seniors who are the top artists in your school and actually in the district, winning awards all over the place, and on every Friday, I look forward to hearing about Free Art Friday in North Atlanta. If you're a senior artist, please stand. And I don't know, they're in white, they look like little angels, but when I go back to my office on some Fridays, I actually find free art like jammed in my door and all around our office. I don't know how you do it, but you are amazing. Congratulations. We also I've had the honor of seeing our athletes in action. I'll talk about a few of them, but if you are one of our girl volleyball players who are seniors, please stand. I got to see them play all day long in North Atlanta, that gorgeous building, and you were so, I know there's one right over there. Y'all were great to watch and a lot of fun, so congratulations to you. Best wishes in college. Now, I also, while I didn't get to play with the football team, although I really wanted to, our football team is unbelievably generous as students who contribute to their community and helped us when we were working with our Special Olympics. If you're a football player that was with me supporting our special education students on that day, could you please rise? Thank you so much. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond to it. I share that with you today because I think that the North Atlanta Warriors seniors of 2016 respond to challenges in ways that is actually better than some of the adults I have to work with and deal with every day in my job. I know that transportation for North Atlanta has been a challenge, but these students, especially the athletes and kids who are trying to get to games and things of that sort, they were so resilient. They fought so hard to come up with more creative solutions to be able to survive some of our bureaucracy. If you are a senior who's in any athletics that had to deal with the trauma of transportation, please stand and get a big round of applause. By the way, we're going to fix that with the Eats Plus that you passed just the other night. So thank you so much. We love you for your patience and your understanding and how you responded to these kinds of challenges. I also want to acknowledge a couple of other things. They are not only brilliant in academics, arts, athletics, community service, but let's do a couple of students individually so that you get to know them. Would the valedictorian, salutatorian, and star students please rise? Lydia Zimmerly, Bethany Bell, Wade Kovalek, and Nikki Conrad. Lydia's going to Stanford, Bethany, Georgia Tech, Wade, Georgia Tech, and Nikki, University of Florida. We're so proud of you. Congratulations. Remember, we are warriors. Would our posse and emerging leader scholar please stand? Augustine Jimenez. Remember, we also have a Gates Millennium Scholar in the house. Full ride undergrad, full ride graduate school, Sydney Scales. Remember, we've got Georgia scholars too. Varong Kamat, Rachel Morales, Maleni Palacios Delgado. Please rise. Remember, stay standing, and I'd like Casey Gentry to join the group. Named Fox 5 among Atlanta's top 20 under 20. Remember, we are warriors. North Atlanta has a JRTC battalion, which simply, I think there are just too many awards and honors to try to name with these seniors. But they advanced to state competition for the first time with Ramon Diaz, Augustine Jimenez, and Carson Viale for their leadership. Please rise and remember, we are warriors. Thank you. They give back to their community, they give back to their school, and they're model students for Atlanta Public Schools. I'd like to brag about a couple of these students who found a new way to fight against discrimination and against false perceptions of minority groups. They actually became stronger because they created a group formed with a mission to bring different people ethnically and culturally together called Stronger Melanin. Daniel Kimbrough, Margaret Richardson, Sydney Scales, and Jordan Williams, please stand. Remember, and we have one student who earned the President's Volunteer Service Award from the White House for her hours of many, many, many community service projects. Alexandria Wilson. Remember. And finally, this senior class of well over 350 students, soon to be graduates of Atlanta Public Schools, earned more, and I know your parents are going to be so happy to hear this number, more than $20 million in scholarships to college and higher ed institutions. The number is still growing. If you're a student who is bringing home the bacon, please stand. And remember, these kinds of accomplishments makes me, as the superintendent of Atlanta Public Schools, absolutely confident that North Atlanta Warriors are going to live 100% of their life. And I just want to say before you go that there is like living and then there's living, right? There is a very old philosopher, you might know him, his name is Aristotle, and he says, when the needs of the world and your talents intersect, therein lies your vocation. I want you to remember all of the experiences that you've had in North Atlanta. Remember all of the values and support that you've received from all of these people who turned out this morning to be here to see you on this very special day, and to honor the concept that you are an incredibly talented person and that this world needs you. And we need you to find that intersection and make your mark on this world and have the world be a better place for it. On behalf of Atlanta Public Schools, North Atlanta graduating class of 2016, congratulations and good luck. We will miss you and we love you.
Thank you for your kind words of wisdom and encouragement, Dr. Kastarfin. I'm going to go off script for 1 second. Seniors, please stand and give Dr. Kastarfin a round of applause, please. Blow her a kiss, too. Thank you. There's nowhere where you guys are going to go, in whether it be corporate or any organization, and have a relationship that you have with somebody, with a person over you like Dr. Kastarfin. She is very personable, and you guys got to know her through your years here, and so that's very special. Thank you, Dr. Kastarfin. We now come to the point in our program where we will publicly recognize many of our talented seniors. The audience is asked to hold their applause until all groups of students have been recognized. Remember, we are honoring the students with respect and dignity. Would the following outstanding seniors please stand? The members of the National Honor Society. Thank you. The members of the Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society. Thank you. The members of the National Business Honor Society. Thank you. The members of the National Spanish Honor Society. Thank you. The members of the National Honor Society for Dance Art. Thank you. The senior members of the Tri-M National Honor Society for Music. Thank you. The senior members of the National Art Honor Society. Thank you. The Achieve Atlanta Scholars. Thank you. The seniors who made the principals list by earning a 93 or higher numerical grade average. The seniors who earned an 85 or higher numerical grade average. Thank you. The eligible Zell Miller Scholarship recipients. The eligible Hope Scholarship recipients. Thank you. The JROTC cadets. Thank you. The seniors who have been awarded the International Skills Diploma Seal as a result of their international education, extracurricular activities, and experiences that prepare them to participate in a global economy. Thank you. The seniors who participated in the Move On When Ready program to earn both high school and college credit. Thank you. The 3 juniors that made the decision to accelerate their coursework to graduate with the class of 2016. Thank you. The career, technical, and agricultural education pathway completers. Thank you. The International Baccalaureate Program Diploma candidates. Thank you. The seniors in the Work-Based Learning Program that participated in job placements and internships where they earn work experience and career exposure while enrolled in high school. Please stand. Thank you. You may now applaud all of these outstanding students. The Coca-Cola Golden Helmet Award recognizes high school athletes of exceptional talent who have proven themselves to have impeccable character and maintained a good academic record. Over the years, this award has become the top football award in high schools across the country and is awarded to the type of person that represents his school's community and family, both off and on the field as well. Will Joel Maldonado Bora please stand to be recognized? Thank you. The Posse Foundation awards students with extraordinary academic and leadership potential. These students receive a 4-year, full tuition scholarship to a select college or university. Will this year's recipient, Augustina Menez, please stand to be recognized? Thank you. We have 2 North Atlanta seniors who have been recognized by the National Merit Scholarship Corporation as finalists. Will Wade Kovalik and Maxwell Swatska please stand? Thank you. This year, we are very proud to announce that one of our seniors has received a full appointment to the United States Air Force Academy. Will McCullum please stand? Clark McCullum. Will Clark McCullum please stand? Thank you. Clark McCullum. Thank you. Each year, the Gates Millennium Scholars Program selects 1,000 talented students nationwide to receive a Good Through Graduation Scholarship to use at any college or university of their choice. This year, North Atlanta is proud to announce that Sydney Scales is our Gates Millennium Scholarship recipient. Thank you. The senior with the highest SAT score is named the Star Student. With this year's Star Student, Wade Kovalik, and this year's Star Teacher, Mr. Christopher Manson, please stand. Thank you. To support this great country, more Americans are joining the armed forces. Will the seniors who have made the decision to support America in this way please stand? Thank you. Thank you for agreeing to serve and protect this great country. We take pride in the fact that the majority of our students will attend post-secondary institutions. Will all students who plan to attend college please stand? As stated earlier, as of today, these students have been awarded over $20 million in grants and scholarships. Thank you. 12th grade assistant principal Jill Stewart will announce the recipients of the next awards.
Will Superintendent Karstafen and Mrs. Meister please assist Mr. Douglas in presenting the following special awards to our students? This year, the 12th grade teachers collectively agreed on a student to receive the 12th grade Model Student Award. She received this honor at our honors ceremony in April. Considering academic achievement, extracurricular activities, character, and classroom performance, the teachers chose Drashana Maps Whitmore to receive this award. Please stand to be recognized. The student athlete who illustrates the utmost promise with leadership, academics, warrior pride, and athletics receives the Warrior Scholar Award. The student athlete has lettered in a varsity sport more than 1 year, maintained a high grade point average amongst all Warrior student athletes, has served as a team captain, and his or her leadership has contributed to the ongoing promotion of North Atlanta athletics. His or her name will be added to a plaque, which is located in the North Atlanta Gymnasium. This year's Warrior Award recipient is Claire Shea. Please come forward to be recognized. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution presents the AJC Cup to the senior who excels in academics, community activities, and stands out as a leader. Our faculty and staff select the recipient each year. Listen to this. As it turns out, this year's recipient happens to be a third-generation AJC Cup winner. Her father received the AJC Cup at Milton High School in 1984. And her grandmother received the AJC Cup at Roswell High School in 1952. Will Bethany Bell please come forward as the 2016 North Atlanta's AJC Cup recipient? The Principal's Cup is awarded to a student who best exemplifies the true meaning of North Atlanta High School and is chosen by Mr. Douglas. Will Melanie Palacios please come forward to be recognized? Thank you, Superintendent Karstafen, Mrs. Meister, Mr. Douglas, and my fellow assistant principals. You may now be seated. The class of 2016 salutatorian is Bethany Bell, and the valedictorian is Lydia Zimmerly. These two students have been given the honor to speak to you this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your full attention to the valedictorian and salutatorian of the class of 2016.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to celebrate this thing called life. Yeah, those are not my words. They belong to the immortal pop star Prince. But life, that is what we are celebrating here today. And honestly, it's one thing we would never have without our parents. I must admit, we as hormonal high schoolers can be a tad egocentric, but you have to know we love you and are extremely grateful. The same goes for you, family, friends, administrators, teachers. Each one of you has had an impact on our lives. I must thank you all personally because this incredible class of 2016 has inspired me in so many ways. If it was not for the example of my perspicacious peers, I would not be the 17-year-old woman you see before you today. When I was informed that I had to write a speech, I was humbled. I mean, what am I supposed to talk about? Who am I to give them advice? So, in honor of our ridiculously tall building, I settled on merely offering 11 stories. 11 ways that I know the North Atlanta Warriors are about to kill it in the real world. They are as follows. 1. We can be cosmopolitan and make a difference in our global community. Yes, we may be the generation that takes selfies, but that does not mean we have to be selfish. 2. We must embrace the fact that we cannot accomplish anything alone. After all, we are all in this together. No, don't worry, I'm not going to start singing High School Musical. Yet. 3. Do not forget, you survived the snowpocalypse. You can do anything. 4. If you have a big idea, go for it. Let the dissenters drink their haterade. They may say your big idea makes no sense, but it may eventually make you dollars. 5. Everyone dies, but not everyone truly lives. Take chances. 6. You are among a group of people that has accomplished myriad feats. Do not be distraught. If you need encouragement, just look around at your classmates. And 7. Do not live only for the future. If you do, the beautiful, seemingly insignificant moments will pass you by. The present is a gift. That's why it's called the present. 8. You have learned to enjoy the ups and the downs and the moments where you, well, weren't moving at all because you were probably stuck on an elevator. Remember that. 9. Snapchat is great and all, but try chatting in person sometime. That is how you forge the bonds of the best relationships and learn to love people for who they truly are. Hash brown, no filter, as my mom would say. 10. If you thought the teachers in North Atlanta were hard, just be prepared. Life can be the hardest teacher of all. And lastly, 11. In honor of Mr. Whitman, I hope you've had 4 wonderful years of teaching and learning here at North Atlanta High School. We are warriors, somos guerreros. Thank you. In conclusion, a couple minutes is not long enough to express the entirety of my gratitude to you all. So, because music is what feelings sound like, and the eloquent words of Whitney Houston, I will always love you. Congratulations, class of 2016.
Good morning, Dr. Karstarfin, board members, administration, parents and family, teachers, staff, and the class of 2016. I am honored and humbled to be able to speak before you this morning. We made it. Let us recognize this exceptional moment of unity. Together, we stand, proud of our accomplishments, excited about what comes next, and certainly relieved to be finished. And together, we enter a world where hateful rhetoric continues to dominate the spotlight. Hostility and division overshadow our common humanity. We cannot allow our worldview to be distorted by people who lack an understanding of those they are maligning, by people who seek to emphasize what sets us apart, and by people who profit from our apathy. Deny ignorance and fear the power to shape our thoughts, our actions, and our human relationships. Acknowledge and value instances like these, which reveal our commonalities. Class of 2016, and all of those celebrating with us today, I encourage you to consider with me the preconceived notions you have of others. Then, strive to replace those ideas with deeper understanding. Join me in this challenge. Engage with people whose cultural practices you are unfamiliar with, and inquire about those whose point of view you struggle to comprehend. Armed with knowledge acquired through personal experience, we can combat that hateful rhetoric. We can use our wider perspective to create meaningful dialogue and stem the spread of prejudice, violence, and radicalism. By incorporating open-mindedness, curiosity, and compassion into our daily mindset, we can experience our interconnectedness. As we seek to treat others with greater tolerance and kindness, we should also remember to turn that compassion inwards. Behind our smiles and cheers in this moment of unified excitement and anticipation, we hide our fears of our unknown future. Seniors, allow me to dispel some of those worries. You have all been looking ahead for so long that you may have forgotten a few events from our time here at North Atlanta and in the Atlanta Public School System. Whether it was adjusting to administrative upheaval in the first months of freshman year, several principal turnovers, or being a student in the shadow of the cheating scandal, we are more than prepared to overcome uncertainty. We can take pride in our persistent pursuit of our education, even while we were unsure of the future of our school. We surmounted challenges that students in other school districts never faced. The sum total of our experiences exhibits our strength, yet we continue to succumb to self-doubt. Too often we tell ourselves our goals are out of our reach because we are not strong enough, smart enough, or courageous enough to accomplish them. We have to stop undermining our capabilities due to fears of being inadequate or mediocre. We, each of us, must not limit our potential, which right now is limitless. No matter what regrets we have from high school, what mistakes we made, or opportunities we missed, we will now start fresh. We are presented with an unparalleled opportunity to begin anew, with a blank slate, or tabula rasa, as Mr. Jurgen would say. Our next steps in life are completely in our own hands, and nothing could be more terrifying and simultaneously empowering. Use your regret as fuel, mistakes as guiding principles, and self-doubt as a continual reminder of your capacity for growth. I refuse to allow my insecurities to stand in my way, and neither should you. Fellow seniors, congratulations on all of your amazing accomplishments thus far. I hope you will all take the time to reflect and remember to keep an interest in the well-being of the communities that have shaped us into the individuals we are today. Our success is not ours alone, but was made possible due to dedicated teachers, caring parents, an involved school community, and each other. My evolution requires continuously expanding my outward perspective of the world and further developing an understanding of myself. But regardless of your aspirations, do not forget this moment that both showcased our common experience and highlighted our ability. Class of 2016, congratulations once more and best of luck. We are now on the brink of something better.
We now come to the point in our program where the seniors present their class song. Please enjoy.
I'll never quit. I'll never lay down. See, I promised myself that I'd never let me down.
I'll never give up, never give in, never let a ray of doubt slip in. And if I fall, I'll never fail. I'll just get up and try again.
Never lose hope, never lose faith. There's much too much at stake.
Upon myself I must depend. I'm not looking for place to show.
I'm gonna win. No stopping now. There's still a ways to go.
Oh, some way, somehow. Whatever it takes, I know.
I'll never quit, no, no. I'll never lay down.
I'll make sure they remember my name 100 years from now.
I'll never give up, never give in, never let a ray of doubt slip in. And if I fall, I'll never fail. I'll just get up and try again.
Never lose hope, never lose faith. There's much too much at stake.
Upon myself I must depend. I'm not looking for place to show.
I'm gonna win.
When it's all said and done, my once in a lifetime will be back again.
Now is the time to take a stand. Here is my chance.
That's why I'll never give up, never give in, never let a ray of doubt slip in. And if I fall, I'll never fail. I'll just get up and try again.
Never lose hope, never lose faith.
There's much too much at stake. Upon myself I must depend. I'm not looking for place to show.
I'm gonna win.
Superintendent Kastarfin, Mrs. Meister, board members, and the members of the administrative team, please step forward to assist with the presentation of the diplomas.
Audience, we ask that you refrain from any action that will distract from honoring our candidates with dignity and respect. Therefore, please hold all applause and catcalls until all diplomas have been presented. Furthermore, please remain seated and watch the video for a better view of our candidates. Karen Blue West. Anna Esther Garcia Aparicio, Abel Zemedy Getachew, Fayez Alam, Anthony Deshawn Taylor, Tyberney Mignon Hall, Angela Cece Forts, Landon Dante Diaz, Kayla Raquel Cooper, Ziamara Marie Jennings, John Lang, what's wrong? Vajrang Kamat. Mills Barnett Mosley, Stephanie Lauren Girding, Bethany Amelia Bell, Lydia Francis Zimmerly, Wesley Stephen Wells, Adri Wilbert Tom, Robert Stanley Wooten, Rocio Eileen Hernandez Navarrete, Nicholas James Durham, Tyree Deshawn McClure, Arabia Dawn Quigley, Lyric Destiny Ingram, Bella Rose Fuyun Wilson, Alexis Iman Mentor, Ayola Omalara Whitworth, John Colin Perner, Tayana Vessa Janae Horton, Yanitza Paco Alcaide, Gerald Stephen Daciardi Lopez, Nicholas Jamal Franklin, Diego Fernando Sanchez Garzon, Peyton Imari Carter, Tajay Anise Hill, Tristan Nathaniel Kilwine, Vanessa Eris Aguirre, Kendi Avila Chavez, Jacob Philip Archer, Kamau Jihadi Dangerfield Tucker, Josue Estuardo Elicio Rabe, Ramon Diaz Soria, Garnett Anthony Slowly, Terrence Maxie Rolax, Kayla Alyssa Collins, Carly Alexa Collins, Julio Cesar Diaz Rojas, Gabriela Cortez, Ayana Vinay Patton, Ananya Janae Morales, Alondra Yasmin Camacho Ramirez, Sandra Lizeth Ignacio Diaz. Elizabeth Marie Griner. Anna Karen Hernandez Garcia. Jade Aaliyah Myrick. Zuri Adare Scott. Hilton Wheeler Danger. Ronaldo Diaz Urbano. Bernard Lewis Seifert Silfenstrini. Tori Yvette Dura. Karen Ramos Santiago. Samuel Adam Renderos. Guadalupe Alcocer Salado. Taylor Dewan Ia Brown. Giovanni Francisco Andres. Arnold Gonzalez. Alexander Valente. Brandon Bernal Bayon. John Winthrop Long. Willie Eddie Peoples. Carmen Damar. Myra Fabiola Cruz Garcia. Tyler Sarang Von Lee Tykebun. Jasmine Tamia Curry. Tamia Shanice Bryant. Jesus Javier Villanueva Paco. Javon Tyree Watts. Joshua Lee Christopher. Carolyn Michelle Ector. Karen Abigail Diaz Garcia. Dulce Abril Guerrero Sanchez. Ashley Michelle Hall. Jaquan Calvin Golston. Jamarcus Lamar Franklin. Emma Catherine Hare. Tamia Simone Harris. Taylor Imani Jackson. Jamel Kenyatta Dixon. Mary Elizabeth Hinton. Danielle Nicole Kimbrough. Carlos Farouk Elicio. Amir Tariq Fofana. Kelvin Allen Arroyo Maldonado. Mulaney Palacios Delgado. Joanna Esley Garcia Santiago. Marco Thomas Carlomusto Orlando. Quamaine Lee Housey. William Patrick Eisenson. Carla Betsely Ochoa Cuevas. Patricia Palacios. Wade Susilo Rockmont Kovalik. Ignacio Gabriel Sanchez Perez. Pedro Suastegui Sanchez. Nahaj Quaishan Jones. Eric Miller. Aaron Taylor Smith. Simone Naomi Satchel. Demi Maria Murgatroyd. Alyssa Maria Edwards. Alexandria Janae Smith. Asia Nura Fields. Deja Ashley Wendy Francis. Emma Wilder Morris. Imani Jenny Womack. Kayla Simone Brown. LaShira Danielle Courtney. Maya Ivana Church. Takiria Armani Thompson. Mignon Jamie Eason. Taylor Simone McIver. Sabiha Hawk. Deja Nicole King. Odette Suzanne DeCamier. Madeline Caroline Granger. Jennifer Hernandez Magallon. Catherine Michelle Zabalate Pacheco. Anna Lauren French. Samuel Joseph Engel. Maggie Monet Wheeler. Abeo Taliba Chamika Tisdale. Deidre Shanice Durden. Tamisha Dequana Evans. Taylor Natasha Henry. Emily Day Denning. Claire Condalin Shea. Shiana Veronique Calhoun. Kennedy Nicole Benjamin. Diana Laura Ozuno Ahenyo. Abrea Caprice Powell. Elise Cherie Nicole Leanne Russell. Raven Ariel Whitehead. Aaron Yulani Davis. Daniel Edward Travis. Alex Justin Price. Allison Lang Fiveash. Asada Shakura Blackman. LaDacia Trinae Coleman. Nikki Joanne Conrad. Brenda Anahi Valentin Cortez. Maria Estela Villanueva Ramirez. Caitlin Alice Newshoots. Tanika Elaine Berry. Elizabeth Johnston Darby. Taylor Ann Hill. Sydney Kaysen Scales. Demetra Sari. Grayson Rooker. Dalton Gage Watts. Alexandria Patrice Feliciana Wilson. Naya Annalise Allen. Rachel Gabrielle Bittner. Kenya Imani Crosby. Sophia Isabel Dowd. Cameron Grace Driscoll. Jolicia Anaya Greathouse. Jasmine Elizabeth Jones. Eleanor Catherine Hudson. Sarah Ann Hopkins. Kayla Imani Jones. We've said it. Mary Elizabeth Carson. Michelle Joyous Mason. Michaela Gabrielle McAlpine. Knox Michael Willoughby. Amber Arishay Parkins. Ashley Renee Kier Moore. Rachel Olivia Isara Morales. Sandy Guadalupe Moreno Vidales. Micaiah Nicole Green. Nandi Asada Ashe Tavares. Kareem Akil Cooper. Alexis Nicole Davis. Naya Nikwe Jones. Jasmine Natalia Rodriguez Carroll. Carlos Espiritu. William David Angel Ramirez. Tanasia Sunday Trice. Edison Brooks Buckaloo. Kyle James Anderson. Ruhina Akhtar Chowdhury. Marielle Diaz Rojas. Victor Alexander Quinn. Grant Harrington Percy. Ricardo Maldonado Calvo. Mariah Maria Johnson. Paige Nicole Overmeyer. Dreshana Alexandria Maps Whitmore. Nyla Lynn Rebecca Burnett. James Isaac Ware. Cameron Smith Tyler. John Harrison Self. Perla Marina Suazo Alvaldañez. Glenda Shanice Tutt. Isaiah DeLorean Patterson. Annalise Victoria Bass. Amelia Catherine On. Jeremy Pumper On. Ishmael Frank Williams. Edgar Joseph Forio. Austin Anthony Draper. Prince Alexander Davis. Elissa Marie Gall. Genevieve Moran Derrick. Jacob Robert Moore. Jose Ulysses Barrios Blanco. Jack Parker Tribu. Morgan Elizabeth Gomez. Halliday Elizabeth Hartley. Delmarian Delmikio Bryant. Kaylin Catrice Graham. Katie Jai. Demario Shamir Chili. Lancina Farid Jill Gibo. Samuel Mitchell Malone. Yami Letitia Navarette Guerrero. Madeline Larson Pierce. Quincy Ann Staley. Abigail Grace Wallstrom. Quadri Emmanuel Jarrell Jordan Glass. Christopher Sutton Tidwell. Juan Carlos Gallegos Bustamante. Rakia Kiana Radford. Jasmine Micarlo Robinson. Matthew Haston Evans. Emma Evelyn Smith. Malika Patrice Thomas. Augustine Jimenez. Stephen Charles Spears. Joshua Robbins Johnston. Tara Nicole Clark. Angel Pangolinan McAlpin. Martha Jordan Watkins. Alexis Nicole Samantha Atkins. Wilson Kane McLennan. Sela Aleem Burton Morgan. William Jackson Perkins. Deja Chantel Fleming. Zoe Hendricks Johnson. Justin David Perryman. Samuel Hoke Scarsborough. Eugenia Chelsea Mustafer. Jennifer Mojica Suazo. William Samuel Tillman. Margaret Ann Richardson. Caroline Eleanor Nelson. Brandon James Tate. Caroline Grace Saltmarsh. Jasmine Lynette White. Julius Stefan Washington. John Wells. Thomas Richard Whalen. Hannah Ashley Keller. Jelani Faith McIntyre. Jordan Hamilton Williams. Priye Sharise Ogun. Diana Julia Sweeney. Mariana Reyes Gomez. Tiffany Lauren Conley. Cassandra Figueroa Ramirez. Ella Catherine East. Alana Christina Dorsey. Paris Brianna Powell. Roxy Elizabeth Peck Stryker. Alfredo Silva Iglesias. Nicholas Simon Nelson. Stuart Lee McCray. Bernicia Trinae Davis. Tyler Michelle Hunter. Charles Fletcher Lunsford. Patrick Lynn Labatt. Lagari Comer Jennings. Chavis Michael Eady. C-Ray Traore. Ann Nicholson Jacobs. Raheem Elijah Fitzgerald. Brian Ella Fiata. Jodine Tony Ann Lee Trott. Alina Cheyenne Waller Young. Duntavia Demetris Delaney. Jesus Damian Hernandez. Michael Samuel Crawford. Bergen Beers Darby. Hillary Renell Moore. Mark Quabina Yankee. Edward Rivers Mann. Erica Gabrielle Glenn. Abigail Huntington Ships. James Harrison Purley. Shalons Latian Mibbins. Robert Wyatt Hughes. Elijah Shea Williams. Corey Austin Smith. Michael John Spears. Tariq Malik Diop Tiggett Grant. Sean Cameron Boyd. Zachary George Dennis. Luis Fernando Diaz Cruz. Maurice Murray Dixon. Tyrone Madison Fantroy. Henry Tate Fitzgibbons. Colin Holcomb Jackson. Matthew Bernard Lemons. Clark Morford McCullum. Adam David McGaffigan. Riley Keith Olson. Javon Allen Mitchell Haywood. Noble Hunter Bassett Riggle. Thomas Cole Rowan. Jonathan Malik Salim. Martavius Javon Beard. Philip Luke Martin. Tyson Christopher Artis. Henry Antonio Berganza. Parker Duval Cook. Jordan Alexander Davis. Landon Fonte Donnell. Joseph Lamar Hambrick. Ricardo Clifton Hussey. Isidore Marion Jackson. Joel Maldonado Borja. Eugene Mustafer. Nico Solyep Steins. Christian Jeremiah Robinson. Aaron Robert McGaffigan. James May Jennings. Benami E.A. Northcross. Graham Edward Palmer. Ralston Roderick Tolbert. Van Earl Bishop Wright. Dartavius Gervonta Davis. Harrison Keith Summerhour. Mercer Royce Benton. Maxwell Frederick Sawatzka. Jack Vernon Sanders. Ezra Layden Naylor. Akady Leo Welch. William Chesson Sheldon. Hamilton Lee Melcher. Skylar Jake Salisbury. Joshua Caleb Stevens. Carson Alexander Veal. Ryan Harrison Webb. Griffin Patrick Callahan. Carrington Ellis Brathwaite. Griffin Lawrence Hayes. William Henry Reed. Andrew Allen Taylor. Nicholas Jeffrey Rodman. Garrett James Hurt. And Matthew Burt Snellings.
Seniors, there is one more step before you are declared graduates. I would like to extend this opportunity for Board Member Mrs. Nancy Meister to certify these graduates.
Congratulations. By the power vested in me on behalf of the Atlanta Board of Education, I now announce that you are certified and graduates of the North Atlanta High School class of 2016.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2016 graduates of North Atlanta High School. Audience, refer to this morning's program for the words to the school alma mater. Please stand for the singing of the alma mater and remain standing until the graduates have exited.